Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and stand for the presentation of colors presented by the Hueneme High School NJROTC and the national anthem by our very own Zoe Alanis.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets like the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Audience, please be seated. Welcome, family, friends, staff, and faculty to Rancho Campana High School's 2023 graduation ceremony. On behalf of all our graduates, we would like to thank everyone who helped us along the way. We couldn't have done it without you. Congratulations to the class of 2023. Thank you and enjoy the ceremony.
Class of 2023, you may now be seated. Well done, guys. Parents, family, friends, and community members, I'm Brian Martin, principal of Rancho Campana High School. I would like to wish you a good afternoon and welcome you to our 6th annual commencement ceremony. You can clap, it's okay. Today we will be presenting to you the class of 2023. The graduates sitting here today have demonstrated grace and dignity over the last 4 years. Rancho Campana would like to welcome our distinguished guests from the Oxnard Union High School District School Board. School board members are elected by the community to provide leadership and citizen oversight of our school district. The role of the school board is to ensure that the district is responsive to the values and priorities of the community and to provide each student what they need to be college ready and career prepared. Please welcome Linda Baker-Torres, Elizabeth M. Botello, Dr. Steve Hall, and Dr. Deborah Salgado, and Dr. Darlene Garcia. Linda Baker-Torres was elected to the board in 2022 after 40 years of service to the OUHSD. As an interpreter for the deaf and hard of hearing at Rio Mesa High School, Linda served as both the ears and voice for many Spartans. Linda also takes great pride in the many roles she's played at Rio Mesa, a paraeducator, wife to a Rio Mesa teacher and a coach, and a mom of 3 Spartan graduates, 2 who became public school teachers. Linda also served as the vice president of the Oxnard Federation of Teachers and School Employees as a trustee. Linda is eager to elevate the voices of and to support all stakeholders in the OUHSD community. Elizabeth Botello, elected to the board in 2020. Ms. Botello is an educator and administrator. She currently is an assistant principal of Ventura High School. She was previously the ASB director, journalism advisor, and an English teacher at Oxnard High School. Raised in Southern California, Ms. Botello has taught in Orange, LA, and Ventura County. She graduated with 2 bachelor's degrees and her teaching credential from UC Irvine, a master's degree in journalism from UC Berkeley, and a master's degree in education with administrative credential from UCLA's Principal Leadership Institute. Welcome, Ms. Botello. Dr. Steve Hall was first elected to the board in 2012. An educator for more than 30 years, he has served in a variety of roles at Oxnard Community College, including math professor, department chair, dean, and president of the Ventura County Federation of College Teachers. Currently, Dr. Hall serves as the dean of public safety programs at Oxnard College. And again, representing the Oxnard Union High School Administration, Dr. Deborah Salgado, Assistant Superintendent of Human Resources, and Dr. Darlene Garcia, Director of Special Education. On behalf of the faculty and staff, along with the entire Monarch family, I thank and congratulate the class of 2023 for their diligence, hard work, and outstanding achievement. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the class of 2023. Seated in the first row today are top academic scholars who earned the highest grade point average during their academic career at Rancho Campana High School. Ladies and gentlemen, Rancho Campana's valedictorians are top 10 scholars. The class of 2023 has a total of 12 valedictorians. To the top 10 in valedictorians, please stand to be recognized. Top 10 in valedictorians, please be seated. We also have a number of students that earned the California State Seal of Biliteracy. If you earned the seal, please stand. Congratulations on a great accomplishment. Please be seated. Students at Rancho have an opportunity to earn an academy cord by successfully completing a rigorous course of study and completing all other requirements. All students wearing purple cords have earned that certification from the academy they belong to. Today's ceremony would not be complete without student voices. The students selected to speak today were chosen by committee and represent the immense talent of this class. The class of 2023 is unique and will definitely be missed. To start us off, I'm pleased to introduce Senior Class President Ariana Legaspi Gutierrez, our first student speaker.
For what felt like every single day of my freshman year, my friends and I would walk out of the school gates, across the intersection, and find ourselves at Starbucks, or the convenience store, or Kim's Donuts. Almost every single day, we would waste money on food, walk to the back of the library, and sit in the grass doing our homework. Almost every single day. It was our routine, and we loved it. Then we were gone, and when we were back, it was already junior year. Some of us tried to do the whole Starbucks after school thing again, but we all knew it wasn't going to last. The point is, there was no expectation that our 2-week break would turn into an entire year and a half away. None of us realized that that routine would end so suddenly. Everyone always says to enjoy the moments while they last, right? I think most of us recognize that statement. We know what it means, but still we never notice which are the ones to take advantage of. So I say, listen to that cliche and learn to treat every moment as if it's our last. That is my message to you. On December 9th of this last year, 2022, I got the last text I would ever get from my dad. He said, "Bye, Ariana." And then in the next line, "Love you, baby. Just dropped off Honda. Be safe tonight and tomorrow. See you Sunday." He and my mom were just going on a weekend trip, but most of my peers know I lost my dad that night. Because of this, more so than ever, I understand that we have to treasure every second we are given. Collectively, we have been given such great opportunities, and with our high school diplomas, we are set up to continue making our way into our futures. As we move on, we need to make the most of every moment. Our class now knows this now, more than ever before. May it be with the people we love, the friends that we have, or the places we are going to leave, life is unpredictable. Savor each minute. That is my message to you. Although he is gone, my dad continues to teach me lessons. My dad loved life, and he deserved to after working so hard, coming from very little. I can still remember we would be out and about, and he would say something like, "It's good to be alive," just like he was in one of those cheesy rom-com movies he loved so much. He taught me to love life, so much so that the words "in love with life" ended up in my Instagram bio. During the months following his passing, I remember looking at those words thinking, should I delete them? Do I still love life as much as I did before? And I decided yes, I do. It's hard, of course. It hurts to live without him. But there's no better way to honor someone than to continue what they worked so hard for. And for me, that is to keep reaching for success. Between prom, grad night, Key Wins Decon, water assassins, soccer games, conveyor, tech shifts, and this past weekend's senior sunset, shout out to my amazing class cabinet, I reflect on this past year and am brought back to all of these happy times. I've learned to live in the simple moments to remind myself to love life. Like dancing at prom with my best friends and boyfriend thinking, man, it's really hot in here. I'm sweating and learning that my dress is definitely not breathable, but I'm still here screaming to songs with some of my favorite people, so life is good. Or standing in line for Radiator Spring Racers at 11:30 p.m. at grad night, all of us hungry and exhausted and a little bit annoyed at each other. But again, I'm at Disneyland right now with my best friends, so life is good. In my mind, if I could get through this, with my camera roll still full of the best picture memories, then I will make it through anything. I want you all to believe that going forward, you can make it through anything. That is my message to you. A lot of you guys are about to roll your eyes at me, and I know my dad would too, but there's a lyric from a song called Right Hand Man from the Broadway show Hamilton. It says, "Dying is easy, young man. Living is harder." Lin-Manuel Miranda, maybe not the best singer, but as a lyricist, he was so right. Moving forward with your head held high after struggling is so difficult. And here, I want to acknowledge each and every one of your struggles. It's so difficult, but you made it. Rancho Campana, the friendships I've created on campus, the opportunities that I've been given here, and the goals I've reached have pushed me to this moment. All of us. I will forever be grateful for this class, constantly working to prove ourselves to each other. Without the impressive people in front of me, always exceeding the limits, I wouldn't have accomplished all I did. And of course, thank you to my mom. She and Dad carried my sister on their shoulders, and now she does it alone. But Dad knows that Carissa and I are in great hands. So, to my favorite soccer coach, karaoke partner, fellow Denver Broncos fan, to Dad. You knew I'd be up here someday. We didn't expect it to be so hard at the end, but still. You made sure the word can't isn't in my vocabulary. To the class of 2023, I am so excited for all of us. No matter what you will be doing after today, I hope you continue making great memories that push you to love life. I have faith that there's nothing you can't do. And finally, here's the song lyric I used to conclude my 8th grade promotion speech 4 years ago, before I knew that it was a pretty big graduation song. From Green Day's Time of Your Life, it says, "It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you have the time of your life." Thank you. And now, I'm so lucky to be able to do this. Next, I'm introducing Kasaya Tapia to do her speech.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome, friends and family, fellow graduates, and all of the educators who got us here today and have gathered to witness us as we end one chapter in our lives and begin a new one. Coming to Rancho Campana for the first time, I was in 5th grade. I was on a tour with my sister, who was an incoming freshman, and I remember falling in love with this school. I was enthralled by the look of Rancho Campana. Everything was so new and fresh. From that moment forward, I could not wait for the day that I would be able to call myself a student at Rancho Campana. Fast forward a few years, it was the summer before my first year of high school, and I looked forward to going to the school that I longed for. Going to high school for the first time was a lot to get used to, especially the bell schedule, but it was one day in particular during our freshman year that had the weirdest bell schedule of them all, and that was on March 12th, our last day of in-person school before going into quarantine. Readjusting to a completely different academic schedule was foreign, but in some ways, change was nothing new to us. With Rancho Campana being a new school, it has gone through a lot of change. When I first toured the school, there were only freshmen and sophomores, sodas in the vending machines, and nothing on the walls. When my sister got here, they had a block schedule and French classes were being taught. When I got here, there was a mural on the wall started by my sister, along with artwork of many AP art students. Then eventually, Rancho Campana became an institution in which I could only attend through a screen. With so much change, Rancho Campana did not feel like a place I could call home. However, there was always one thing that made it feel like one, and that was our teachers. During a time of such uncertainty, while in quarantine, it seemed as though there was only one thing I could look forward to every day, and that was theater with Miss Calote. Calote was innovative. She taught her students to embrace the change happening in the world instead of pushing it away. Having to learn through a screen was difficult, but the teachers at Rancho Campana had the courage to invite us into their homes and face us back at school a year later. Being back in person was an icky feeling for us all. Our whole lives had been discombobulated, but one thing remained, and that was the warmness of our teachers. My first class back from quarantine was Miss Pelayo's. Her personality was bright and things felt normal again for the first time. Throughout all 4 years of high school, I don't think Rancho Campana was a place that our class especially was able to fully settle into. With new portables being added, teachers' classrooms getting moved around, parts of the media center being blocked off, it's not easy for us to find a comfy place to reside in, and yet we did. And that was whatever classroom our teachers were in. When I think of home, I think of Mr. Creech calling us weenies. Whenever I slip on a pair of sandals, I think of Mr. Ray. Anytime I hear a dad joke, I know Miss Moore would have laughed at it, and when I see gnomes, I'll remember Miss Mercado's obsession with them. I'll think of Mr. Blumenthal when I watch Star Wars, and I'll think of Miss Blumenthal when I watch Harry Potter. I'll remember Miss Creech in the audience of my dance competitions and Miss Iglitis in the audience of my shows. I'll only ever hear Pitbull songs as the instrumental version conducted by Mr. Sachs, also known as the Pitbull of Rancho. Mr. Burgueño will always be my dancing queen. I'll remember Miss Davis in her hip-hop champion era, and Mr. Meyer in his Walter White era. I thank Jess for having taught me endurance and Aaron for teaching me compassion. Knowing that Miss Halstead can do an aerial and I can't, yet, will always push me to do better. I'll remember Miss Stewart for the love she shows towards her students, and Mr. Hedegaard for being the only teacher I know to help a student run his own fan club. I'll think of Miss Fennell when waiting in Disneyland lines, knowing that she would have gone on any ride with me. Dr. Barry will always be Barbie, and Mr. Sturgeon will always be Ken. Anytime I forget what the word facetious means, I'll think of it in the context of Mr. Pimentel using it. I know Miss Tkach as a passionate artist and Adkins for her dancing feet. Moving forward, I'll miss my best friend, Miss Pelayo, and throughout every step of my career, I'll think of the things Miss Calote taught me. And most of all, when I look at Mr. Martin and Miss Polito, I'll know that they're rock and rollers at heart. If you don't go to Rancho, hearing this speech, you must think I've had all of these teachers. But the truth is, I've only had about half of them, which is exactly my point. The relationships we have built with our teachers are stronger than anyone can imagine. They have touched our lives and gave us the gift of community and belonging, in which I can only hope that we will all carry on by having the same positive impact in the world as they had on us. Congratulations, class of 2023, on all of your accomplishments, and may you continue to chase your dreams with the same passion and determination that has been demonstrated to us all during our time at Rancho Campana. Thank you. And now I'm proud to announce my two friends of a very long time to close out our final year together.
4 years,
or 46 months,
or 1,379 days,
or 2,578 minutes.
or 12,003,468 seconds, we have been a part of Rancho Campana High School. I know, it's a long time. Throughout it all, we have not only expanded our knowledge, but have also been shaped into who we are. We may leave this place thinking we know exactly how to take on the real world. But as Albert Einstein puts it, the only source of knowledge is experience. When we entered high school, we had no idea what was in store. And yet we persevered.
I wish that I had been more prepared to know all that would happen. But now that we will be receiving our diploma momentarily, it's time to reminisce on the experience Rancho Campana High School has given us.
Oh, cool, like time traveling.
Exactly! This is the Rancho Campana Class of 2023's official rewind.
Let's start with classes. I think we've all had an experience of dropping out of a class 1 month in. We should have truly evaluated what we could take on. We apologize, Ms. Dominguez and Ms. Leader, for spamming your emails begging to be dropped.
Thank you, Mrs. Halstead, for helping us learn how to cope with our emotions. Whether statistical or not, I am now prepared to state, plan, do, and conclude any difficult situations I have.
I learned everything I need to know about relationships thanks to Miss Moore's speed dating of antebellum reformers in AP US history. Notice how everyone got into relationships after? Talk about applying our lessons to the real world.
Shout out to Aaron for taking us all to Dr. Phil. Maya and I will never live down our first appearance on national television.
Yeah, my Instagram followers went up that day.
Our focus level peaked when walking into Math 2 with Mr. Ray, listening to the song Celebration on repeat, while extremely stressed for our upcoming test.
Although doing well in courses is extremely important, we can all agree that the social aspect of high school is something to cherish. Whether it was the opportunity to take dance, theater, and music courses, or performing in front of an audience, or even using our voices, such as speaking at an open mic night or doing a TEDx to many in our community. There are so many ways to be a part of Rancho.
Yeah, or even being a part of our daily broadcast, Monarch Morn, middays, helping all students understand what's happening at school. We even use our school dances as a chance to express ourselves. Everyone has a place to find their niche and express their creative side, and we definitely took advantage of these opportunities.
Both Kaylin and I found our place in the Medical Science Academy, which enabled us to learn the anatomy of the human body and stitch up open wounds. We even became first aid and CPR certified, as well as put on many Wellness Wednesday events. But that's just one of the 3 academies that Rancho offers.
Low-key though, the other 2 academies had some opportunities that I wish I could have been a part of. I mean, watching a ship being burned down and visiting GPL kind of seemed awesome. Or what about seeing the behind the scenes of the Warner Brothers studios and being a part of Puffs? I mean, doesn't it make sense? I am a Hufflepuff after all.
Anyways, it is so great that we are all sorted into academies, as it gives us something to already be a part of. And plus, the academy rivalries were always super fun. However, we still had many opportunities to bond as a whole class.
Whether it was petting the support dogs and ponies at Wellness Wednesday, watching Mr. Creech and Miss Moore face off in a truth or dare battle at a rally, or the competition during Monarch Wars. There are so many ways for everyone to come together.
As a class, we got to experience both a senior sunrise and sunset together, as well as having a blast at prom. I think the prom commissioner is present amongst us.
Whoa, no way. What about losing our voices during grad night after we finally got through those 90-minute wait lines? It was all worth it though, because waking up the next day at 1 p.m. felt like the best sleep of my life.
All great experiences. One of the most vital populations at Rancho are our teachers. They make our school so much different from other schools. And on behalf of the class of 2023, we'd like to thank every single one of you for all you've done.
I heard Mr. and Mrs. Creech took you and a few students up to Sacramento for a HOSA competition. That must have been exhausting for them.
We were well behaved. I heard that Ms. Halstead would wake up extremely early for the trail cleanups you would put on.
Well, Ms. Kikuchi drives all over for the many Cubans events that I heard you helped put on. She even bought you sushi and you didn't even pay her back.
I promise I offered to pay for myself. I heard that Miss Iglesias got a tattoo for the Academic team. That's some real commitment.
I will always cherish the many snacks Miss Palaio had for us in her cabinet. She truly got me through the day.
Or what about Mr. Pimentel's constant support to all of the class councils in ASB, Miss Mulchey's reminders to keep our clubs in check, and Miss Nagel's advice for college apps and scholarship opportunities. We seriously can't thank any of our teachers and staff enough. especially the best dressed principal to be seen, Mr. Martin, and our wonderful assistant principal, Ms. Polito, setting the bar high with their support and optimism.
We are so lucky our school provides us with such an incredible support system.
Use this moment to truly take it all in. I mean, it's crazy. As we all gather here today, this will be the final time we are all together.
Most of us have grown up together even before high school, like Maya and I, and now we will all be going our separate ways, whether to higher education, go Aggies,
Go Bruins!
or a new life path. We would like to thank all of our peers who made this experience so memorable. Seriously, we couldn't have done it without you. And as we leave these gates, it's important to remember that we will always remain the Rancho Campana High School Monarchs.
Here's to the class of 2023. Thank you. Mr. Martin, I think we're ready for diplomas now.
Another round of applause for all of our student speakers. Another reason why Rancho is fantastic. Sorry, I just had to put that in there. It is the policy of the Oxnard Union High School District that the principals certify that students have met the prerequisites of graduation. As principal of Rancho Campana High School, I certify to school board member Dr. Steve Hall and to the other members of the school board of the Oxnard Union High School District and to the superintendent, Dr. Tom McCoy, and the administrative staff of the Oxnard Union High School District that the seniors before you from Rancho Campana High School, class of 2023, have met the requirements as prescribed by the Oxnard Union High School District and the state of California to receive their high school diploma.
How are we doing this afternoon, Rancho Campana? Let's go! On behalf of the Oxnard Union High School District, I accept and congratulate the congratulating class of 2023. Congratulations.
Zoe Vera Alanis. Kaylin Rose Caraway. Mario Cesar Cortez III. Kasaya Ashley Tapia. Anton Diezmo. Ariana Grace Legaspi Gutierrez. Reese Ann Erickson. Casey James Ronberg. Brittany Rose Herbert. Ella Samir Zayad. Luke William Hook. Dylan Zachary Grossberger. Karma Lynn Melamans. Gael Alejandro Fernandez. Paxton Robert Miles. Nicolette Adelina Hunter. Nathan Twan No. Robert Stephen Bryan. Jenna Marie Samante. Micah Levi Huvard. Maya Elizabeth Schwartz. Jasleen Carr Gill. Maya Har Yates. Jocelyn Urantia Ramirez. Samuel Andres Abarca. Amber Delane Bell. Arabella Joyce Abutin. Nicholas Aaron Bell. Bailey Taylor Addig.
Jordan Taylor Bittinger.
Darren Hideyoshi Adora.
Dimitri James Boyd.
Colin Monroe Allen.
Leah Marie Breeze.
Naomi Rebecca Argueta.
Sophia Aurelia Breeze.
Annabelle Marie Atkins.
Jan Patrick Kamba.
Aiden Marie Austin.
Angelina Isel Campos.
Diego Manuel Ayala.
Celeste Marie Fernandez Caro.
Erin Giselle Ayala.
Cameron Elizabeth Carter.
Isaac David Barisi.
Serena Marie Kaysen.
Dylan Eric Bates.
Vincent Peter Emmanuel Estrada.
Faith Jasmine Chow.
Sunny Figueroa.
Julia Kaya Chikasawa.
Victoria Ann Flores.
Troy Bronson Creech.
Serena Gallegos.
Ava Malia Kraus.
Jaden Zion Ghaffari.
Ella Madeline Cundiff.
Gage Michael Gilbert.
Lagaya Miyuki Dakiwag.
Stephen Sinclair Gilliland.
Diego Ivan Delara.
Dylan Lee Grosset.
Nico Zane DeStefano.
Rachel Grizzard.
Michael Harrison Drust.
Cooper Christian Gromley.
Italo Giuliano Eduardo.
Michael A. Guillen.
Amaya Don Espardinez.
Gareth J. Wu Guak.
Casey Jalen Estrada.
Amelia Elizabeth Hawk.
Nafisa Anjum Hafiz.
Lilia Joy Audrey Hurtado.
Mateo Keaton Hales Garcia.
Pauline Mauricio Hutchinson.
Mariam Samira Hamdouni.
Alexis Inez Ruiz.
Nicole Dawn Hannigan.
Camila Catherine Johnson Travechi.
Nicole Emily Hassig.
Sora Angelique Karsten.
Solea Heredia.
Trent Michael Keelan.
Caden Christopher Rauschenberger Hernandez.
Jonathan Kurolos.
Stephen Dylan Alexander Herrera.
Thomas King.
Brooklyn Allen Hidalgo.
Sarah Adelaide Couch.
Morgan Andrew Hoffman.
Angelique Marie Martinez.
Tanner Kinsey.
Alexis Metrocanic.
Faith Hannah Lockman.
Isabella Maxwell.
Lorelei Paige Larson.
Taylor William McDougall.
Lauren Ann Lindenmeyer.
Diana Mendez.
Jasmine Eva Lopez.
Scott Ajax Miller.
Faith Luna.
Carlos Alonso Miranda.
Camilla Lee.
Jonathan Keith Morones.
Lindsay Allen Mackey.
Asher Elias Mitchell.
Emma Maria Martin.
Alden Lee Monk.
Adam Nicholas Martinez.
Logan Pinnock.
Mason Ricardo Ashby Montesinos.
Carson Michael Perkins.
Reese Daly Morency.
Kayla Ann Peterson.
Camelia Kiki Kisia Mordezai.
Eleanor Jane Pickwell.
Margot Celeste Movahill.
Taylor Dayton Pearson.
Felipe Munoz Agudelo Guerrero Yepes.
Valeria Guadalupe Ponce.
Odera Allison Wonye.
Nathan Eduardo Ramirez Magallon.
Jocelyn Marissa Osigueda.
Colton Randall.
Sierra Owen.
Robert Rockadon.
Angelina Olavarieta.
Ella Catherine Reifer.
Brianna Raven Parnell.
Jennifer Salinas.
Nicholas Riley Restrepo.
Max Schroeder.
Antoinette Rios.
Thomas Gregory Seth Hunter.
Victoria Marie Rios.
Samantha Franca Skinner.
Ariana Mia Rodriguez.
Jamie Smerinsky.
Isabella Rodriguez.
McAllen Jean Smith.
Dylan Emery Rosenthal.
Jacob Devin Soto.
Elizabeth Sarah Rosenthal.
Stella Elizabeth Spracklin.
Jennifer Rose Rucker.
Emmy Tanaka.
Mia Lorraine Ryberg.
Jason Grant Thorpe.
Campbell August Sachs.
Adam Daniel Wilson.
Tanya Nerese Turk.
Sydney Alexandra Wilson.
Chelsea Abigail Turretts.
Annalise Gabrielle Wong.
Sophia Lynn Velasquez.
Nicholas David Yasutaki.
Ava Marie Vyans.
Jasmine Joel Youngblood.
Hazel Bernadette Villapondo.
Kiara Lucia Zapata.
Diego Alexander Villegas.
Ava Marie Zaris.
Justin Harry Walker.
Zoe Rain Zaris.
David Arnold Whittington.
Almost there, guys. Almost there. Good afternoon, esteemed colleagues, board members, parents and family, but most importantly, the class of 2023. I'm grateful for this beautiful day. Okay, it's a little gray, fine. It's still beautiful, but I'm also kind of grateful to watch you guys go. Just playing, but not. It was a joke, I'm sorry. See, but even though you guys doused me with water yesterday and everything, I'm hoping in the end that what I'm saying will mean a lot to you, because it's easy to get caught up looking elsewhere and lamenting what you don't have. But today, what my job is going to be, hopefully, is to encourage you to look inward for your joy and inner peace. It takes monks years of practice to create a mindset to shape their view. It's not easy, but you guys for sure can do it. So I want you guys to be grateful for what you have. Your family, friends, school, or community, to name a few. Look around right now, take it in. Go ahead. We tend to become fixated on what we don't have rather than what we do, or become focused on the pursuit rather than the happiness we are already experiencing in our lives right now. Look at all the people in your life that have come together to celebrate you. Do not forget who is on your team. Working toward being grateful will unshackle you from toxic emotions, and when you practice, the more you practice, the more less likely you are, to perseverate on resentment and anger. Remember the wise words of King Solomon, simply being able to eat, drink, and work each day is a blessing. But I'm also grateful for this community, the Rancho Campana community. We are all a team. Parents, faculty, and of course, you graduates have all created the culture we call Rancho Campana High School. We have talent, grace, caring, and understanding here like no other school I have seen. I challenge you to bring this culture beyond our community. I often think the world will be a better place if it was more like Rancho. We share in a culture of acceptance, openness, and challenge each other to be better. I understand this can be hard for all of us. We can become frustrated, angry, fail to see people's perspectives, culture, or just it may be hard to understand where others are coming from. But remember, everyone you meet is fighting a battle you know nothing about, so try to be kind. Almost everybody in this world deserves your grace and patience. We are privileged. We have been given a lot, and it is crucial to remember that not everybody has what we and what you do. And for those that don't know, I have an almost 3-year-old daughter who's a mainstay in my speeches. Obviously, this year will be no different. Every morning we get up and say our affirmations. I'm beautiful, I'm smart, and I'm strong. I may not have as much as some, but I have more than most, and for that, I am grateful. Then we say what we're grateful for. Generally, she doesn't say me, but occasionally it does, and it warms my heart. Well, class of 2023, I'm grateful for you. But let's get this straight. You have challenged and frustrated me at times. A challenge is not a bad thing. We learn from the setbacks we have in life. Out of the hottest fire comes the strongest steel. We all will go through struggles. It's important to understand that they will not last forever. We can get through anything. As my good friend always likes to remind me, the comeback is always greater than the setback. Don't give up, Monarchs. I've witnessed some amazing students and staff go through some of the hardest things imaginable this year. It hasn't knocked them down. It has only made them stronger. And they inspire me. Their challenges have reminded me to hug my loved ones every day. You should hug yours too. Life is short and it's not guaranteed. All right, I'm gonna stop preaching right now. I've done my 3 affirmations for the day, and I hope you begin something like this for yourself. A way to train your brain to appreciate the beautiful things in your life. There's no need to dwell on the past. As Bill Keane said, yesterday is history, tomorrow is a mystery, and today is a gift. That's why they call it the present. Congratulations, class of 2023. Graduates, please stand and thank your parents. Now ASB Vice President Ella Zayad will lead the graduates in the turning of the tassels.
Okay. The moving of the tassel symbolizes the end of our high school years and the beginning of our future as high school graduates. At the moment, we move the tassel from right to left. We will officially be graduates of Rancho Campana High School. On the count of 3, will the Rancho Campana class of 2023 move their tassels from right to left? 1, 2, 3. Graduates, please remain standing for the singer of our alma mater by RCHS Choir.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm proud to present the graduates of Rancho Campana High School. As they recess, please remain in your seats. Once all graduates have your recess, you may find them. Please join me in a round of applause. Graduates, you may now begin the recessional. Where's our song? That's why I'm asking. Okay.
Give me a second, I need to get my story straight. My friends are in the bathroom getting higher than the Empire State. My lover, she's waiting for me just across the bar. My seat's been taken by some sunglasses, asking about a scar. And I know I gave it to you months ago. I know you're trying to forget, but between the drinks and subtle things, the holes in my apologies, you know, I'm trying hard to take it back. So if by the time the bar closes and you feel like falling down,